Most of the children I think we've referred to, it tends to be for either behaviour difficulties, friendship difficulties, or some emotional difficulties that they were having.
I'd definitely say that the children lacked confidence in their own ability. They weren't very independent learners. So they had to be supported quite a lot in order to get on with the task, or just reassured quite often.
They really struggled to keep their emotions kind of under check. In the classroom, particularly if the big incidents at break or lunchtime, they found it really hard to then separate that and to then come into the class ready to learn. And so then that impacts on the rest of the class, because a lot of the time was taken up from adults. Learning time was taken up trying to calm these children down so they were ready for learning.
It's getting them to think about their actions and how it affects others in the class as well, and letting them know that there's other ways to express instead of the anger way, which they're able to do now.
Before working with you, I'm a bilingual person, and obviously I always had that kind of feeling like maybe I wasn't teaching the right way, or I wasn't very confident about the way I was teaching children. After meeting you and after obviously having experienced your coaching skills and being you always coming here and helping me, I feel now super comfortable.
Definitely blown away by child, can I say child B?
Yeah,
I'm talking
child B, yeah, that's
child B. So yeah, child B, because knowing in September he was not able to even see the rain, and even, was it yesterday we had downpour? Yeah, so yesterday we had downpour, and I looked and I was like, "You okay?" And he's like, "Yes." And he was looking at the rain. I was like, "Oh, you're looking at the window." I was like, "Do you want me to put the blinds down?" And he was like, "No, it's okay, I'll be fine." I was like, "Okay." But I just kept on looking over, and he literally stayed in the class. Before he would have to leave, you have to go downstairs to speak to Ms. Lopez, but he actually stayed in class, continued to do his work. So that definitely has shown me I'm blown away by his progress.
The children are able to recognise what they're good at, share ideas of what other people are good at as well, and just really believe in themselves to aspire to reach their dreams, or even to achieve even a small goal, whether it's getting their handwriting if it needs her, or trying a bit harder at a sport or a skill.
He was very impulsive, and he wouldn't think before he acted, so he would often get into fights on the playground. We've seen that reduce a lot since you've been working with them.
I was very, very insecure. I would always doubt. I wouldn't try so much. So maybe before doing a session with children, I would maybe think too many times about how do I need to do this? How do I need to do that way? Should I do this way? And I wasn't trying. I wasn't willing to make mistakes.
Also, child A, with her anger, it's, before it was a battle, even if it was to just stop talking. I'm not talking. You were talking. But now it's just like, sorry, miss. And then sometimes it's like, okay. So yes, there's been a big difference.
So even if they're not too sure, they've now got the skills to be able to give it a go, rather than sitting there and thinking, "Oh, I'm not too sure, so I'm just going to sit here and wait until somebody notices."
Child D, it's his self-esteem. He's grown in confidence, where it's not anymore that I can't do it, or he's just grown. He's attempting stuff now.
We've had a child who had a phobia of rain and thunderstorms, if you remember him.
Yeah.
And he's really improved. Like, it was really affecting him to the extent where he was scared to come to school sometimes, and he's learned techniques to manage that sort of phobia during the school day if it rains. So that's really impacted on him.
And I think just for some of them, their self-confidence, I think because they have that time to talk to you, which as class teachers you don't often get that one-to-one. I think their confidence grew because they knew once a week, that you were in here, they could talk through issues.
Their children are really motivated, they were really pushing themselves, etc.
They're confident enough to ask any questions about things that they're not sure about. So it's generally helped with the whole atmosphere within the classroom.
Because she's able to, I wouldn't say manage her anger, but she's able to process it a bit more. So by her being able to process it, it's made us as a class even more empowering, because our learning has been able to continue rather than having to stop and start and dealing with the issues that were going on.
I used to be shy, and now I'm more outgoing, and I'm not I'm not shy anymore. Well,
Now they're really able to take on that challenge and take it on without feeling just too nervous about it. They're really eager to take on a new challenge and do something new now. So I definitely say that's how the school generally, I'd say, is benefited from your service.